ask myself, what have I done that led me to this point in life?
It's a good question, huh? He's asking a legitimate question. I can tell you in Francais, we call a shit sandwich. You put Lamborghini Ferrari with ketchup on top, shit in the middle, petit Philippe and Rolex on the bottom. Voila! Bon appetit! Enjoy!
You've only been told half of the truth, the good part. You're about to find out the bad and the ugly. I'm the How to Buy Mansion guy. I buy mansion for my clients. I critique mansions. My name is Arvin, Haddad. Let's get the show started.
Lake Geneva.
Let's pause it right there. It's 𝗕𝗓𝗓𝗕𝗓, okay? And this is important. I'm not being picky here. You're calling it Lake Geneva like Americans do. The locals call it 𝗕𝗓𝗓𝗕. And you will find out later in the video why that's important.
A place known for its scenic beauty, crystal clear waters, and majestic mountains surrounding its borders. Nestled between the countries of France and Switzerland, Lake Geneva's breathtaking landscape is admired worldwide. But today, it's our turn to take it all in. Driving along the lakeside roads, we find ourselves in 𝗕𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓, a small but picturesque town on the French side of the lake.
Did you hear that? The French side of the lake. By calling it Lake Geneva, it's a little misleading because you're thinking you're in Switzerland when the locals actually call it something else and you're in actual France. Now, this plays a big role in what I'm going to tell you guys at the end of the video. So continue watching.
It's there along the shores of this gorgeous village that we arrive at 𝗕𝗵𝗃𝗃, an estate that is so dreamy. Elegant driveways cutting through the perfectly manicured grounds. Lush landscape falling towards an expansive lake frontage, access to 2 marinas, and amazing views of Switzerland across the water. It is my great privilege to welcome you to 𝗕𝗵𝗃𝗃. Let's go have a look inside. Alright everyone, let's start our tour on the exterior. We have the gates opening up to a long driveway, lush grounds.
All right, can you spot the flaw? This is Flaws Untold. I sometimes pause the video if you're a subscriber to the channel, you know this. I'm gonna give you 3 seconds to spot the flaw. 3, 2, 1. There's a tiny little house and 7.5 acres of land. And most of my viewers are male, but they're 10% female viewers. So I'm gonna give an analogy so the ladies will understand. Look, it's like you wanting to date a really tall guy, 6'4", blue eyes in finance. You get with him and the first night you're sleeping with him, you find out, he's got a small 𝗕𝗏𝗃𝗃. And it's the same thing. Later in the video, I'm going to tell you guys how there's so many structures, but it's missing that one main house. Let's continue watching.
Amazing views, and that long driveway brings you to the motor court. I just really appreciate the arrival experience and how you get to see the lake as you're pulling up to this spacious motor court. Obviously, we have some amazing cars here.
So the frontage is amazing. I mean, you got the anticipation, you got the approach, fantastic. Like it would take you a good minute to get from the gate to the front. It nails it.
And looking this way, we have a massive water feature, arched walkway covered with vines. Again, beautiful lush grounds, flower beds, guest house on the other side with a massive infinity edge pool. We got a lot to cover today. Now coming back to this motor court, we have an incredible lineup. 4 classic Rolls Royces, Ghost, Cullinan, and 2 Maybachs on this side, and you really get this true estate feel.
That has nothing to do with this state. It's not gonna come with the state. It's like you going to your dentist and you're like, hey, doctor, my tooth hurts. And the doctor is like, well, tell me, how many times did you fart yesterday? It has nothing to do with each other. We're buying a house here, not cars, right? They don't come with it.
And yeah, this is your motor court. Now let's turn to the other side so we can talk about this incredible.
All right, architecturally, look, this is pretty unique. It definitely gives the Swiss vibes, but I don't know if it's a, lakeside home. I get the vibe and energy of Swiss Alps, and this Alps are close, but like in a valley, right? Like peaks, around you, hillside, grass, cows, right? I'm not getting the beach vibe here. And it's pretty interesting because you got 7.5 acres and you got this vertical structure. We're going to talk about it later in the video.
It was built in the early 1900s. It has an Anglo-Norman style architecture, steep roof lines with corner turrets, tile roof, grid windows, covered entry, and don't let this historic, well-preserved facade to fool you, because once you walk inside, it is all remodeled to perfection. But I really appreciate the fact that they preserve this historic facade.
You know, I personally like it. I think architecturally it's beautiful, especially for someone like me who critiques, thousands of mansions, and I do real estate. So something like this gets me off. It's kind of like a fetish. Something weird has to kind of come in for me to kind of engage with it. So I like it. I think it's beautiful.
Look how good the stucco looks. Flower beds, flagstone entry, and now let's go inside. Front door opens up to this elegant foyer, beautiful marble floors with inlays and motifs, wallpaper, plaster details, chandelier right in the center, and I just love how this room is decorated with all the accessories and furniture. And lastly, we have these stained glass windows, bringing more natural light and adding up to the warmth of this entry. Now, going through this section, we arrive to the reception, which is the center of the first floor. Same marble floors continue, really nice seating area on each side, and then we have all these grid windows.
Okay, this foyer is not gonna get used, right? But I want you to pay attention to the palette, which they've kind of done a decent job, like the colors they're using. It's yellow and off yellows matched with gold, right? And then they got blues. You got the lake, obviously the color of the lake, and then you got the blue mosaic and marble on the floor and white. It's a nice palette, and they kind of stuck with it for the whole house. And I can tell you, doing interior design of a house that on the exterior looks like this, it's not an easy job. At least they've got the palette right now. I can't care less for the furniture or any of that stuff, but it goes.
Right in front of us is Lake Geneva, and it looks stunning. I love how this room is designed and decorated. It's very minimalist.
It's not minimalist. The minimalist would be like a Japanese, that if you've seen my other video subscriber, that 432 Park Avenue Japanese, that would be minimalistic. This is not. This is actually kind of, in your face bling with all the gold and stuff. I don't know why he says that.
Now next, I want to take everybody to the formal dining room. And in fact, let's actually cover the specs first. This estate is located on the French side of Lake Geneva in a small town called 𝗕𝗓𝗓. This estate also features multiple structures.
Okay, do you see this? Do you see the problem I'm talking about? The main house is kind of positioned in the center of the left lawn. And then you got 1, 2, 3, 4 structures on the lot, but all of them look like guest houses. And I don't mean like you need this mega mansion. I'm actually personally, like if I had all the money in the world, I would build a 1-story, beautiful, maybe grand in its width and its, but I don't have to go 3 stories high and build something, 20 bedrooms or something. I actually like the separation and the setbacks a lot. But it's kind of empty in the middle, right? Everything should have been, the main house should have been a little bit to the left, and the main house should sit right in the middle, and all the other structures would be guest houses. And there are actually too many of them. You really don't need all of them.
We're currently in the main house, which has 5 bedrooms, 5 full bathrooms, and 2 half bathrooms. Then we have the guest house on the other side, which features additional 2 guest suites and 4 full bathrooms. Then you have the Marina, another property on the other side of the estate. So we got a lot to cover. It is also situated on 2 plots, which total up to 30,134.
So 30,134 is about 7.5 acres, and you get really 5 guest houses. They didn't even put the square footage of the other buildings, because they're not that big.
You get 195 meters of lake frontage, which is incredible. And the entire estate is valued around 60 million euros. Now let's continue our tour with the formal dining room. Gorgeous table, seating for 10. Look at all the accessories, details, fresh flowers, chandelier above. This space is so elegant. You have all these great windows bringing natural light. Gorgeous bar cart around the corner. Same marble floors continue to this side. It's just a really nice formal space for you to have your meals. Now, on my left, there's a commercial elevator that goes down to the lower level. On that floor, we have the commercial kitchen. walk-in fridges, spa area with its own bathroom, and it's very nice that staff gets their own service elevator.
Now, did you see that commercial kitchen? It's downstairs, okay? Continue watching.
So they can go up and down the property very easily. Now, before we leave this section, I forgot to mention, this mirror here that is recessed into the wall is actually a TV. So I want to point that out.
Why the hell would you put a TV by the dining room? It doesn't make any sense.
And door next to us opens up to a gorgeous powder bathroom. I like that vanity section is separate from the water closet. We have beautiful marble floors with these intricate...
Okay, the marble floors are obviously dated, and I think they've restored it, they've kept it, maybe they've repolished it. But, you know, you're thinking, Arvin, why didn't they redo this stuff? Look, it's a slippery slope. Because if you start doing that, and then you will create a really modern interior, then it's neither traditional nor modern, it's kind of in the middle. So I think they kind of maybe made the right decision by continuing that, you know, kind of old school finishes and the marbles. And I have to say the patterns are nice. I mean, the color palette continues, right? But, you know, it is what it is. It's, you know, keeping it with the exterior.
Marble countertops, timeless fixtures, and at the end we have a water closet with marble walls, wall mount toilet, bidet, and a towel heater. Just a stunning bathroom. Now let's go back to the reception so we can check out the other side. We have this opening with these gorgeous columns taking us to the formal living room. Without a doubt, one of the most beautiful spaces within this property. I love the scale here.
This is by far the best room, and pay attention to the ceiling heights, right? It's built, you know, a couple hundred years ago. It just doesn't have that scale. He says he likes the scale. You know, it's a little bit width. There's no columns in the middle, but the ceiling heights are not there. And this is the largest room in the largest house that is on the lot, right? It's not grand, you know, 7.5 acres. You know, you tell your friends, yeah, I own this property on the lake, 7.6 acres, 7.5 acres. They drive in and they see this small house and they're like, oh, where's the rest of the house? Right? Well, we have another one here. Well, we have another one here. Where is the freaking house, right? It just doesn't deliver on that. Architecturally, I like it. I think it's cool to have it on the lot. I just don't see it as the primary.
Multiple couches, these brass coffee tables with marble tops, accessories, pillows, chandelier that's right above me, and then we have all these sliding glass windows opening up to these jaw-dropping views. I mean, Lake Geneva is so beautiful and lush. The landscape here is phenomenal. And then you have this opulent space for you to sit down, relax, enjoy it with your friends or family. Now, before I leave this section, I want to point out one more thing. This home actually consists of 4 levels. We're currently on the first floor. We also have the lower level for the service staff, and the second floor houses the owner suite, which is incredible, and the top floor features 3 guest suites that we're gonna...
That's actually pretty smart. You know, a lot of times buyers want a separation. They kind of want the master bedroom position in a way that it's, you know, someone comes through the door, they have to go through the master to get to the kids, and this provides it. Second floor is the master, kids' bedrooms are upstairs, so you know, that privacy and security for the kids, a lot of people like that, and this house delivers. But you have 7.6 acres. You decided to build a tiny little home with 4 stories when you could have done an incredible 1-story home, right? I mean, am I the only one who loves 1-story homes? Again, you could have built the most magnificent home over here on this lot. You have this cute, cool guest house, not a main house.
Now follow me this way. We have one more space to check out on this level, which is the family room. This section faces
super narrow. I mean, it's not even, doesn't even have enough width to put the couch so you look at the TV. There's a TV behind that mirror. So you have to kind of sit down in front of your friend and then look to the other way and watch, you know, the movie. What the hell is going on?
We have 2 couches, 2 chairs here, custom carpet, gorgeous chandelier above, some art pieces, warm textures, and on the other side we have a gas fireplace, and above that is a recessed in mirror, which also happens to be a TV. Nice contemporary touch. Open shelving on each side, fresh flowers, just another elegant space. Now I want to actually bring everybody back to formal living room because we have a couple more sections to see. Number 1, there's an elevator landing here.
Did you notice the biggest flaw on the main level? There's no kitchen. Your main house only has a commercial kitchen in the basement. So if you want to go cook something for yourself, you know, babe, I want to make some pasta for you tonight, you know, no. or sorry, I want to make a croissant for you, you got to go into the commercial kitchen and cook something there, which you probably don't know where the hell things are, and it's just not romantic whatsoever. You know, you don't have a kitchen in your main house.
And the staircase that takes you up to the second and third floor. There's another powder bathroom there as well. So in total, we have 2 bathrooms for this level. Now let's talk about the history of this property. So it was built in the early 1900s.
Do you see this? Like all this land and there's like little spitzel.
For a very famous French general. Then it stayed in their family for a very long time. In 2002, the previous owner bought this estate and did a major remodel. And after that, the current owner bought this estate in 2018 and he did a 3-year major remodel.
This exactly explained what the hell has happened with this property. Like the property has had a evolution, right? Someone came build the main house and then someone else built another guest house and another guest house. So it's just a kind of a hodgepodge of structures. One is modern, one is from 200 years ago. Another one is, looks like a tract home from OC, and it's just random. There's no cohesiveness, right? Nothing.
They kept the exterior all original, really protected the historic facade, but really revamped it. And on the interior, they kept some of the original details like the marble floors or the hardwood floors that we're going to see on the second floor, but they modernized it beautifully. They brought in contemporary furniture, light fixtures, really lightened up the palette here. And it looks stunning. I think we're done on the first floor. Now let's go outside so we can check out the terrace and the amazing pool area. This property is all about the outdoors and these incredible views.
Yeah, because the indoors are so small, right? It's all about the outdoors.
So it's perfect that you have so many different terraces, outdoor seating areas, grounds for you to take it all in. We're currently on the terrace that opens up to the main floor of this home. 2 outdoor seating areas, incredible views, natural stone floors, and we have this staircase here taking you down to the road that pretty much takes you around the entire property. You can see that we have glass doors opening up from the main level, and look at how this space is landscaped. Beautiful flower beds, planters. The entire estate is nicely hedged, so it's super private. And on the other side, we have this massive outdoor dining area, more umbrellas, more flower beds, and on the other side, we have the amazing 𝗕𝗏𝐻 pool. What a place to entertain.
Great pool. It's, you can't go super modern on these pools. It's a historic property, but they've done a good job creating an infinity edge so you can go by the edge and kind of see the lake view right there. And it's also square shape, which is important, so you can easily put a cover, automated cover. I don't know why they haven't put that, because in Geneva it gets cold, so you can keep it warm all year round. But cool, good pool area.
Look at the scale of this pool. I love the minimalist design. Infinity edge facing these breathtaking views, and surrounding the pool we have this amazing patio with lounging beds.
These lounging beds are not, up to par to the property. The overall, the outdoor furniture is pretty weak.
By the way, this pool is heated, and looking around, we have this beautiful French garden down below, rolling grounds, views of the lake and the surrounding mountains. This is fantastic, and what a great spot for you to wake up in the morning, drink your espresso, go for a lap, and continue the rest of your day. Now next, we're gonna check out this brand new structure, which is the guest house. Let's go in. Entertainment continues. Even though they call this the guest house, I'm gonna call it the pool house, because this is
definitely the pool house. You got that right. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, it's such a contrast with the main house, which kind of tells you the new owner is like, I don't know, man, this is cool, but I don't want to, feel this way all the time. I kind of want a little bit of a modern vibe, modern feel. So, he's built a modern structure over here, which actually, you'll see some of the views back to the lake, and the house is actually pretty nice.
Phenomenal space that is right next to your pool. You have all these.
You see what I'm saying? This is nice. It frames the house, frames the lake really well. Well done.
And even the roof here is motorized, and it opens up the entire space. Nice seating area, deck floors, pretty much through.
What the hell are these French chandeliers doing here? Who decided that? It just doesn't go. Why would you do that?
We have the TV on the other side, and Arman, let's go this way. I'm gonna take this route.
Look at this.
We have a commercial kitchen, but first, I want to.
There's chandeliers. There are crystal chandeliers everywhere.
Look at the setup. You have seating for 12. Again, sliding glass doors opening up. and we have this massive skylight assembly around the perimeter, which we will see on the lower level. You have LED lighting, and then on the other side, this incredible commercial kitchen setup. Massive stove assembly with grills, gas cooktop, fryer on the other side, commercial vent above, sink, dishwasher, fridges, ice makers. You have everything you need here. Look at the views you get from the guest house. Those are sliding glass panels opening up to your pool area. This is fantastic, and this guest house gets better. Follow me this way. We have a sliding glass door opening up to a landing, staircase on our left, and we have the elevator here going down to the lower level. I'll see you guys there. So I took the elevator, Arman took the steps. You can see that we have stacked stone on each side, white travertine steps, bringing you to the lower level. Now, before we check out the living room, which is on this side, I actually want to bring everybody here so we can cover the pool bathrooms. We have two spacious full bathrooms here.
Okay, just the pool bathrooms being on the lower level, slippery stairs, it's not ideal. But this is the bigger problem here. You have 7.5 acres of land. Why did you go to the basement? Why don't you want your pool house to have views of the lake or the house, which is beautiful architecture, and all the lawn you have? You have so much space. Why did you go underground? What are you doing?
Now on the other side, we have the living room. Now I was really impressed with this space when I saw it for the first time. The ceiling height, scale of this room. Right in the center, we have this massive sectional couch with coffee tables, gorgeous light fixture above, cove lighting, built-in speakers, timeless oak paneling, and we have the TV on this side. And the amount of natural light.
I like this space, very quiet, luxury, warm. It kind of feels like a, yacht's cabin. But the fact that you don't have any views, it's ridiculous, right? Like, you have all that stuff up there and you can't see any of it. You just gotta, get the light wells, and the light comes in, and that's what you're gonna get. It's like, if you start hating your property, just go down here. It's like, I don't want to deal with what I have.
Keep in mind, we're on the subterranean level right now, and we mentioned it upstairs. We have the first set of skylights here bringing natural light, and on the other side, we have another set of skylights filling this level with so much light and life. And with that, we're done with this section. Now let's go to the other side so we can check out this amazing kitchen. Right in the center, solid wood table, seating for 8, chandelier above with a ceiling medallion, which I really like, and then you have the cabinetry on this side. All oak paneling with brass inlays. Your 𝗲𝗲 cooktop, sink, coffee maker, wine fridge. You have everything you need here. This is a bit of a contrast.
Your pool house has a kitchen. Your main house doesn't have a kitchen. It has a commercial kitchen only.
Now let's check out the two guest suites. So check this out. They have these sections closing off the guest suites because we have these massive picture window assemblies benefiting from the natural light that comes from the ceiling, because these are very, very spacious guest suites, and you want to make sure they get natural light. So in order to accomplish that,
so basically someone from the living room can see inside the bedroom.
Place these massive glass panes, but you'll also have shutters there if you want some additional privacy. This room comes
very warm. Again, I like the basement. 7.5 acres, and we're talking about a basement. Yeah, it looks nice. Well done, well curated together. In just enough details, warm. Again, I get this vibe. I'm in a yacht. It's cool.
Beautiful warm wood tones, hardwood floors, seating area, TVs on the other side. Arman, let's show this section to everyone. Look how elegant it is. Accessories, details. This is phenomenal, and check this out. This guest suite has its own dressing room, and around the corner, we have the full bathroom. Let's go in. Travertine floors, spacious walk-in shower with Axor fixtures. You have the water closet on this side, really nice vanity. And next door is the second guest suite. Another beautiful space, king-size bed, small seating area, built-ins on this side with mood lighting, TV right in the center. And because this section is brand new, it has more modern and new furnishings, but it still matches the rest.
Can you imagine this room having a view of the pool or the lake or the grounds? Wouldn't it have been like so much better instead of being in the basement?
The guest house is really, really special, extremely well executed. But for me, what's so special about this property is the grounds and the beautiful gardens. Welcome to the French Garden. What an opulent, elegant outdoor space. Beautifully manicured. Olive tree right in the center. Estate to my left. Lush grounds, incredible views. I mean, this is phenomenal. The grounds of this property are so special and I can't get enough of it. I've been walking this property over the last few days and it's amazing, so relaxing, so calming. In fact, let's go down there and continue our tour. The sheer scale of this estate is incredible. Look how far we are from the main home and we're still within the property. They have this long driveway that takes you throughout the entire estate, and this road is actually really wide, which is perfect for regular cars, service vehicles, or you can simply grab your golf cart and enjoy this home. We can see the main house to our left, outdoor terrace area, beautiful historic architecture, and look at the rest of the grounds. I mean, this property is amazing. And on our right-hand side, we have the Marina, which I'm gonna cover later in this tour. Now, here's something fun about this property. You can arrive to this home by land, by air, or by sea. Your driver can drop you off by the motor court, or your driver can bring you all the way to this point, which is fantastic. You can come here by a helicopter or get on a boat, enjoy the lake.
I love lake houses. I have to make this clear. I prefer a lake house to an oceanfront house all day, every day. Just way more calm, way more chill, less erosion from sea salt and all the elements. Lake, if I was gonna buy a vacation house for myself, I would buy a lake house. Unbelievable, really cool.
And come to a marina. It's incredible. Now, if you look all the way to the entry of this property, you'll see a detached structure that houses some of the staff.
See this? This is like probably one of the very early owners of this added this structure for the staff.
And the security quarters for this property. And across the street from that, there's an additional structure for you.
See, across the street, you even have another house. It's like, how many houses do you need? Why don't you just give me one good house?
And more staff housing because they have full-time staff on the premises. And next to that, we have these two Lumi pods, which we're gonna check out next. This property keeps giving. Now we have these two modular structures. They all open up to the outdoors. You can turn them into guest bedrooms or lounging areas, like the way they have them here. I'm gonna step inside of this one. Again, you have sliding glass doors opening up, couch, few chairs, coffee tables, and what a spot for you to read a book, enjoy a cup of coffee. These pods also have their own full bathrooms, which is nicely tucked behind, and it's just another moment for you to enjoy within this property. It gets better. We have another one on the other side. This one comes with more colorful furniture, small kitchenette with an induction top, and your TV right in the center. Amma, can you step inside? I want everybody to see the views straight from the interior. Your rolling lush grounds. Main estate is on our right.
You know what these pods are really good for? This is what the ultra rich, when their kids start fighting, they just separate them. They put one in each and close it off, and it's like very luxury timeout for the kid. Look, I appreciate creating moments, but this is exactly where the main house should sit, okay? Not pods. That's the only spot I see in this land. And we're gonna get down to it because you're gonna spend 60 million euros and then you don't even have the main house. Again, we're gonna talk about this, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, do it right now, because by the end of the video, you will be blown away on why I wouldn't recommend this property to one of my clients.
Now, this is where this tour gets really interesting. I think I mentioned this earlier. This estate comes with two plots. We have the main house situated on the main plot, and then second plot starts right here, features the house, outdoor tennis court, and a 10-car garage. And the inside of this home has been demolished, so it's ready for remodel. And what a phenomenal opportunity for someone to come in and capitalize.
Wait a minute, what a phenomenal opportunity to come remodel a tract home from 𝗖𝗍 in Lake Geneva. Why did they keep this structure? They should have demolished this whole thing. Come on. This doesn't make any sense. Yeah, they should have got rid of it. You need a house. You need this, like the main residence.
This second estate called 𝗕𝗏𝗕𝗏 is an elegant 500 square meter lakeside.
Look at this. Then, you know, it's like you put ketchup color Lamborghini and a Ferrari on top next to this ugly looking 1990s Mediterranean. Horrible.
Surrounded by terraces that offer panoramic views of Lake Geneva. It sits on 10,000.
Look, the swimming pool is empty. And one of the lights is like, one of the eyes is popped out. Do you see that? The third one is just... Okay, but here is where you should build the main house. I think they actually have renderings of it where you kind of, but they've somehow decided to keep this.
251 square meters of land. It's been fully gutted and stands ready to be remodeled. Provided renderings show how amazing this villa can be once it's restored. Also, a permit has been already pulled for an additional building, so you can really maximize what this plot has to offer. And of course, 𝗕𝗏𝗕𝗏 has the 10-car garage, tennis court, pool area, Lake Geneva frontage, and a marina with an underground garage. It's everything you would need, but it's also...
Okay, so you see, this is where the future residence should be built. But we're going to talk about paying $60 million for this location and then having to deal with a lot of other things.
The owner's estimation is this can be a €6 million remodel.
6 million, tear this down. You don't need another house. You have enough structures. Give me a good lawn, give me a separation to the pool, make it, you know, still show the grass, show the lawn, right? That's luxury. Build the house, you know, do cool walk steps towards the pool down here. You don't need a, you know, tract home from Orange County and by Lake Geneva. Or, I'm sorry, 𝗕𝗏𝗕𝗏.
So whether you keep it as part of the main estate, separate it as a standalone home, or expand to the neighboring property, 𝗕𝗏𝗕𝗏 offers endless possibilities to someone who can catch the vision for this gorgeous...
You know, it's so funny. He just puts these cars everywhere to create association between luxury. I'm surprised he didn't, you know, paint a submarine red and put it in the empty swimming pool and say, like, you can have a submarine over here.
This isn't something that we get to see every day, but being on these grounds and getting a chance to understand this property in depth was just a really cool experience. They have outdoor speakers throughout the property, so you can literally listen to music as you're walking around. This home also lights up incredible at night, which I cannot wait to show to all of you. And then down below, you have the lake. You can see all the way to the city of Lausanne.
You know, now a lot of the French viewers of the channel, the subscribers, are looking at this and saying,
Arvin, you know, a little problem, you know, it's not Switzerland, it's not Swiss, it's Francais, you know, across the lake, a lot of tax savings, you know, a lot of protection. In Francais, a lot of money, oh, I'm just telling you.
And I have to agree with the French viewers. And it's the main element of why I would not recommend this property to my clients. Look, why would you want to spend 60 million euros by Lake Geneva or, you know, 𝗕𝗏𝗕𝗏? It's because you would want to at least kill two birds with the same stone. You want to get tax savings, you want to get another passport, right? In a very safe country like Switzerland. Then why would you make such a huge investment, 60 million euros, and be on the wrong side of the lake? And then you have to build a whole main structure because none of the structures are really up to par to today's living. You still have to build an additional massive estate to really get what you want, but you don't get any of the tax savings. You're on the wrong side of the lake. Horrible.
And now, let's check out the lake level. Now, this is where this tour gets really fun. We have these steps taking us to the top floor of this structure right next to the marina, built onto the hillside, and the top floor has this amazing terrace with an outdoor seating area. But before I talk about the details here, I want to bring everybody to this side because this property has a funicular.
Funicular?
Brings you down all the way to the lake level. This is the only property in Lake Geneva that has a funicular, which is fantastic. And then you have this incredible outdoor seating area where you can really enjoy the views, have coffee, and appreciate this property. Now, level below us is a bar. This property is all about maximizing the outdoors. So the fact that you have a bar this close to the water with these kind of views is amazing. And this bar has it all. Sink, ice maker, fridges, dual elevation. You have your bar seating on the other side, TV, half bathroom behind this door, and check this out. Your funicular also comes to this level, and if you want to close off this bar, you can, because they also have motorized shutters here. Now on the other side, massive table setup that can accommodate 12 people, umbrellas.
You know when you're in France when there's so many ashtrays everywhere. There's ashtrays in all the rooms.
And what a phenomenal outdoor space for you to have some meals and enjoy your cocktails or coffee and just take in these views. They have glass railing throughout, and down below is your marina. It's one thing to own a lakefront property, but it's another thing to have a marina like this. This section has the capacity to moor boats up to 55 feet long, and you can have multiple of them. You have electrical and water hookups, and this deck continues all the way to the structure that we've been touring. In fact, you can see the bar and the staircase coming down to this section.
Pretty cool, I have to say. I mean, it's not just, you know, it's a proper marina. You got a bar, seating area, pretty huge docking area. It's cool. It's definitely on the higher echelon of, you know, lake houses.
Having a marina like this is priceless. You get to keep all of your sea toys within the property, and you get to interact with the lake. I mean, look at our surroundings. This is phenomenal. Now, on the other side, we open up to the first floor of the hillside structure. This is technically the captain's quarters or another staff quarters. It's a nice interior space that opens up to the deck. And continuing our tour, more outdoor seating areas with umbrellas, your lake access, and this property has an amazing security system with cameras and sensors. On top of that, they have security staff on the premises, and we have one over here by the marina. Now, Arman, let's...
He just passed by him like it was a refrigerator. And here's the kitchen area. You got, you know, double size. Like he does, it's like part of the furniture.
The significance of this region is truly unparalleled. Just across the lake lies Geneva, Switzerland, a worldwide center for diplomacy and the finance capital of the world. Organizations like the United Nations, the World Economic Forum, and many more are either hosted or headquartered in Geneva. And to say that the city has a rich history in watchmaking would be a major understatement. Geneva is, in fact, the cradle and the capital of luxury watchmaking.
This is hilarious. Look, it's like you take your wife and kids to Burger King and you say, you know, this right across the street, there's a Michelin star restaurant. Enjoy your Whopper. What the hell are you doing? It's a different country. You're not gonna get any benefits of Switzerland. You can go visit it, but you're not gonna get the passport. You're not gonna get the tax exemptions. In fact, France has one of the highest tax systems. You have wealth tax. A lot of French people are leaving France to Switzerland, to Monaco, to the United States, to Luxembourg because of taxes. And now you would go against the grain. And you were so close. You could have been on the other side of the lake for 60 million. You could buy a lot, you know? It's just so funny.
Visiting Geneva gave us a glimpse into a culture rich in character, luxury, and elegance. A beautiful city in a class of its own. Back on the French side of...
This is classic, you know? It's like always creating association by other stuff to sell the property when the association is not even there.
All of these rich and diverse elements coming together to create an experience you can only feel when you're here, surrounded by the beauty of this place. I asked myself, what have I done that led me to this point in life?
It's a good question, huh? He's asking a legitimate question. I can tell you in français, it's we call a 𝗕cie sandwich. You put Lamborghini Ferrari with ketchup on top, 𝗕cie in the middle, 𝗕tique Philippe and Rolex on the bottom. Voila! Bon appetit! Enjoy!
So the third floor, which is the top level of the main home, features 3 guest suites. We're gonna continue our tour with this room first. Off of the entry, small seating area, hardwood floors, TV on the other side. Because we're on the top level, you can actually see some of the roof lines here. And then on this side, full-size bed, 2 small windows.
My kids' bedrooms is bigger than this.
Now, I want to take everybody to the other side because we have the bathroom here, some additional closet space, and the door here opens up to the full bathroom marble floors with beautiful inlays, bidet, toilet, walk-in shower, and the vanities on this side. Now let's go back to the landing because we have 2 more guest suites to see. Follow me this way. Elevator landing to my right, and this door here opens up to the guest suite that is located in the center of this floor. This is the biggest one on this level. First, we're gonna check out the bathroom and look at the timeless details here. Marble floors with all these color variations, inlays, details. It looks stunning. Then you have your solid wood cabinetry on this side, again with all the marble details, toiletries, accessories. Now next, we're checking out the junior primary bedroom. This one comes with 2 single beds. Love the headboard design, how it's incorporated. Then we have the wall sconces. Room is very spacious. Original hardwood floors from the early 1900s.
Those are nice floors and they've done a good job preserving it. It actually looks new.
Now, I want to bring everybody back to the bedroom because we have to check out this quaint balcony that we have for this room. Look at the views you get from this space. Lake Geneva right in front of you. You have this calm scenery coming straight to your bedroom. Phenomenal. Now, let's jump back to the landing so we can continue our tour. Plaster walls throughout, same hardwood floors. Windows are bringing natural light. This section faces the motor court, and at the end, we have this door opening up to the 3rd guest suite. Comes with 2 full beds. I love the warm tones here with the plaster walls, all these unique fabrics, 2 custom chairs, dresser on this side. This window faces the pool, and this window faces the amazing lake. And with that, we're done with the 3rd floor. Now let's go down to the 2nd floor so we can check out that amazing owner's suite. Welcome to the owner's suite, which takes up the entire 2nd floor of the main home. The first space we're gonna check out is the reception. Table in the center.
Wait a minute, why is there a 6-person round table in the primary? Is it like for ménage à trois or ménage is, what do you say 6 in French? I don't know. But it's like, how many people are gonna have your primary suite?
And off of the entry, we have this small scale of a Riva boat, and they also have an art piece to complement this section. Looks really nice. And then going to the other side, same hardwood floors continue. TV to my left, this really elegant seating area with multiple couches and chairs, coffee tables in the center, and I just love the textures, color.
Great space. I mean, it's at least very comforting to have a massive primary for the main residence, right? It has a living room, it has terraces, good sized bedroom, and it seems like to have a big bathroom as well. Good. I like how they dedicated the 2nd floor to the primary. Smart move.
Next, we're gonna cover the bedroom area. We have a pocket door on that side, that way you can seal off this section. And over here, we have the king size bed, custom headboard design with LED.
Is that a king size bed? I don't know. I feel like that's a queen. That doesn't look like a king to me. That's like a European king, maybe? Maybe there is such a thing.
Now let's continue. We have this opening taking us to a small walk-in closet, and the same walk-in closet then leads us to the main bathroom. We have marble throughout the entire space, and I just love the color selection here. We have this pink marble.
Pink marble? Ines, it's not pink, you know. It's not even pinkish. You know what's pinkish? It's the subscribe button. It's a kind of pinkish. You can say pinkish. Hit the subscribe button.
All these inlays, the same marble goes halfway through the walls. Right in the center, we have the spacious walk-in shower with brass fixtures, separate water closet on this side with a bidet and toilet, and even the bathroom accessories, soap holders, paper towel holders, these towel heaters.
You know, something in the United States we don't do often is towel heaters. Now, they've kind of taken this to the next level. It's fucking 2 huge ones, but they're really great. I don't know why we don't do them in the US. It feels so good coming out of the shower, and your towel is so, you know, warm, and you see it all over Europe, but in US, no one does it.
Your jetted tub is nicely incorporated to the floors, and then we have all these windows bringing natural light. Beautiful bathroom. Now let's jump back to the reception so we can continue our tour with the other wing. Now there's a door here that opens up to another bedroom suite. This room can be dedicated to your in-laws, your kids, or even for your security guard.
Security guard? I don't know, Enes. I feel like it's not close enough. I want to spoon my security guard in my primary bed. This is just too much distance. It's too far.
Love the headboard design, and there's even a small desk here. You can also use this space as your office, but it is nice that you have an additional bedroom attached to your owner's suite. Now on this side, we have another dressing room. This plush padding that's on each side, and on top you can see the drawer where you can hold your watches, built-in closets, and even the inside of these closets have the same plush detail.
I think they just had extra. They didn't know what to do with it. What is that good for? Like, why would you have that in a closet?
Really, really nice space. Gets better. There's also another bathroom on this wing. Come on in with me. Beautiful marble floors. And I have to say, I have never seen these kind of inlays ever. They have these rounded edges, and
I agree. I mean, this is very unique. I've never seen any, marble work like this. It's just so kind of geometric shapes, and it's cool. Again, it's not my palette. It's not, but I've never seen something like this. It just looks like a lot of painting on the floor. I like it.
I can only imagine the amount of hours that it took to install these floors and make sure all these cuts are perfectly placed and all the grout lines are perfectly lined up. This is fantastic. Now, one more time, let's jump back to the reception so I can finalize my thoughts on this amazing owner's suite. Love the minimalist approach here. You have a reception, seating area, bed area, beautiful textures and details. I also really appreciate the fact that you have the entire second floor all to yourself, and to top it all off, you have these glass doors opening up to a good sized balcony where you can really enjoy these views and bring in the outdoors straight to your bedroom. As dusk falls over 𝗕𝗓𝗓, we can see this amazing estate with lights glowing against the evening sky. This is when the city really calms down, when peace settles in and the magical views give us a chance to reflect and really appreciate the power and presence of Villa Bellevue. But for those times when you need to get away,
Here comes the shit sandwich.
for business, for pleasure, or for anything requiring the benefits that a big city provides, that's when being so close to Geneva is a real advantage. I'm so inspired by its beauty. I'm in awe of its relationship to power and peace, and its ability to help the rest of the world navigate between both forces. The character of this city is a shining example, and being here has helped us disconnect from the distractions.
It's not even the same country. It's 45 minutes from Geneva. You're not gonna. I'm gonna summarize the whole video right here. Okay, beautiful grounds, 7.5 acres. Love the architecture, very unique. It's a cool property to have in your portfolio. Multiple different structures, but the property went through an evolution of its like different owners doing different things to it, where it's a hodgepodge. Now, if you're okay with that, it's fine, but it's missing the main freaking residence. Okay, too many buildings, not enough main residence. But the big problem here is that why the hell would you want to move to Lake Geneva anyways? You know, if from people I speak to, the clientele that I speak to, they would want to go to Lake Geneva to get, you know, a Swiss passport, right? That's like the second passport, plan B, okay? That's why they want to go there. And this is just so close, but not quite there yet. And you have to pay 60 million euros and you still don't have a main residence. You know, I can't tell you more than that. Now, if you like European homes, you would definitely like this one too. And I'll see you guys in the comments.